Welcome y'all to Robin on the Farm. Today I'm sharing with you one of my go-to dessert recipes. This is 4-ingredient peach bundt cake and it is delicious. It uses a boxed cake mix, so it's super simple, really easy to throw together. Now for this recipe, you're gonna need a box of cake mix, a 15-ounce can of peaches, a half a cup of oil, and 3 eggs. And that's it, 4 ingredients, so simple. And this has so much flavor. It's just really, really a good treat or dessert. Okay, for the cake mix, you can use any kind of cake mix that you want, which is why this recipe is so great. You can use a yellow cake mix, a white cake mix, or a spice cake mix. I've used all 3 of these. You could probably use something else. But I really like the spice cake mix because the peaches and the spice, those flavors just go really well together. So that's what I'm gonna go for today. So I'm gonna add 1 boxed cake mix right on into my bowl. This is a 13.25 ounce cake mix, but anywhere from 13 to 15 ounces, that'll be just fine. Next, you want a 15-ounce can of peaches. I use the peaches that are in the 100% peach juice, but you can also use the kind that are in syrup. I've done that too, and both work. But I'm gonna take a knife and I'm just gonna kind of run the knife through here a few times and just kind of break up these peach slices. You don't have to do this, but I like it a little bit better when I do that, so that you have some small peach slices and it kind of flavors your cake a little bit better. So I'm gonna pour these peaches right on in here. It already smells so good. Okay, next we're gonna use 3 eggs, 3 large eggs. Just put them right on in there with everything else. And next we want a half a cup of oil. I'm using this coconut oil. It works really well in this cake. So a half a cup right on in there with everything else. And those are already all of our ingredients. Such a fast cake to put together. I love it. Okay, now we're just gonna mix up these ingredients until they're all really well combined. You can use a wooden spoon, a rubber spatula. I'm using my cool Danish dough whisk. But just mix this up really well, get those eggs all beat together. Oh, it smells so good. I think this is such a great recipe for any time of year. In the summertime, it's really fresh with the peaches. And in the fall, it's really good, especially if you use the spice cake mix. It has all those flavors of fall. So I just think it's great any time of year. Okay, this is what mine looks like. Didn't take long at all. I just mixed it all up. This is what you want your batter to look like. Now I'm gonna grab my fluted cake pan. This is a really beautiful cast iron fluted cake pan or a bundt pan. You can use any kind that you have, but isn't this one gorgeous? I love this one. This is my Lodge cast iron fluted cake pan. Move some stuff, and it's already time to pour this batter into the cake pan. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can definitely just use a 9x13 cake pan. That'll work just fine too. I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna pour it on in here. I like to kind of turn it so all of the batter gets evenly distributed. I oiled up this bundt pan really well. I poured some oil into the bottom of it. I used a paper towel and got it all in those little nooks and crannies in this bundt pan. And since I did that, this cake is gonna just slide right on out like it does every time when I make this cake. Okay, now I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees and I'm gonna let this cake bake for 45 minutes. I'll show it to you when it's time to get it out. I just got our peach bundt cake out of the oven. Look how good it looks. Now you can do the toothpick test to test for doneness, or you can just kind of press against it, and if it springs back like that one's doing, then you know it's good to go and it's baked all the way through. So this one looks good. I let it bake at 350 degrees for 43 minutes. So it all depends on your oven, but I'd say about 40 to 45 minutes for this recipe. I've let this peach spice cake cool in the bundt pan for about 10 minutes. It's been out of the oven for about 10 minutes. Now it's time to turn it out from this cake pan. I like to put a plate over the cake pan and then I just flip it over. There we go. Ta-da! Came out nicely, didn't it? Okay, now at this point, you can just sprinkle some powdered sugar on top, Or you can just serve this plain with some ice cream or whipped cream, or just plain like this. This is fantastic. I do like this cake a little bit better after it cools. I just like the taste of it a little bit better once it cools. But I'm gonna let this cool just for a little bit, and I'm just gonna make a really simple powdered sugar glaze. And then I'm just gonna drizzle it on top. But you don't have to do that. This is totally optional. It's really good, just plain, just like this. It has plenty of flavor. But for my glaze, I'm just gonna use some powdered sugar, some butter, some milk, and some vanilla. And that's it. Just gonna be really, really simple. I'm gonna start with 1 cup of powdered sugar. I might add another half a cup, but I'm gonna start with about a cup. I'm just gonna put it right on in there. And I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of melted butter and 2 tablespoons of whole milk. You can also use cream if you have that. And about a teaspoon of vanilla. I forgot to get my teaspoon out, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. You can never have too much vanilla, right? Okay, now I'm just gonna whisk this all together. And you wanna give your cake a little bit of time to cool, or this glaze is just gonna melt right on into it. Okay, you can see my glaze. It's pretty runny, but that's exactly how I want this glaze to be. But you can make yours however you want it. If you want to make a glaze, you can definitely make it thicker if you want, or you can make it more like an icing. But I'm just going to drizzle this all over the top of it. And this is just easy, and it tastes really good, and I kind of like the look of it too. Okay, now this is smelling so good. The peach and the spice combined with the vanilla in this glaze, oh, smells really, 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 really good. And it was so simple. I love simple recipes that my family really enjoys. My family loves this. My husband especially loves this. There we go. And that's all there is to it. Look at that. It's beautiful. It was simple, so easy to make, only 4 ingredients. I love recipes like this. I'm gonna let this cool off a little bit more, and then I'll dig into it. I'm gonna take a little bite just to try it out. Oh, that looks good. Oh yes, you have got to make this cake. I'll leave a link to the printable recipe down in the description. Give this one a try. Let me know how much you like it. That was absolutely delicious, and I might have to go have another slice. Thanks so much for being here with me on Robin on the Farm. I'll see you next time.
Robin's in the kitchen, dough beneath her hands, wheat from the fields and eggs from her land. Sunlight through the window, a warm golden glow. She's working hard to make that dough.